Good evening and welcome to the Comment Section Chronicles. I've come across some salacious commentary on Melonie Mac, but before we get into tonight's rendering, I feel I should put forth a disclaimer. I have no way of verifying all the information in the comments you will see. Has the person authoring these comments, who goes by the cheeky moniker, Think Before You Simp, done their research, and boned up on the life and times of Melonie Mac? Or are they yet another anonymous online weirdo trying to make a name for themselves by spreading misinformation? And if so, are they spreading it knowingly and maliciously, or not? Suffice to say, don't believe everything you read or hear online. I don't know if these comments about Melonie Mac are entirely true, but they are entertaining. Melonie got into the industry by applying to be a fragdoll cadet, back when that was a thing. She bombed her first interview over the phone because of her introvert nature, but aced the second. She did that for a little bit, but never became a FG full-time, opting to go and work for Razor, where she met Kiandarian, her first boyfriend, the guy she gave her V-card to. And the guy that also abused her for the better part of a year. That is where her tattoos started. She's currently working with Quartering because after she got blacklisted from the gaming industry over her vaccine stance in 2020, which also cost her 90% plus of her then friend group. Her divorce is a different story. She shouldn't have let a talentless, mooching, jobless sugar baby balm into her bed for so many years, because he and Chrissy were the ones to give her a second chance at being a content creator. Melonie was fully prepared to hang up her boots and go be a nutritionist IRL when both of them heard about her story. Quartering made a couple of videos and Mayor invited her to do a stream with her. It took 2 times asking before Melonie agreed to stream because she thought Chrissy was someone who was just going to try to dig the knife in more. Through both of them, Melonie met the rest of the YouTube zeros, Critical Drinker, Drunk3PO, who is still trying to this day to simp for her, Nerdrotic, Geeks plus Gamers, Heels vs Babyface, Camelot 331, etc. And has gone on stream with all of them at one point or another. How she stands with them post-Goonagate, I don't know, since only Camelot, as far as I know, has offered any kind of public support for Melonie. I think that her befriending these clout chasers was the biggest mistake of her life after her choices in men. She could be retired from content creation, have an in-real-life job, have met a good man for her, and be happily married again. Instead, she's still online, trying to feed her attention addiction, slowly aging to a point where when she is finally ready to date again, she'll be too old for anyone she really wants, while still not being interested in the slim pickings that would be left. As for Sean, he can try, and is sometimes, to try to date Melonie, but she has her type, and Sean couldn't be further away from that. Her type. Think looks wise Toji from JJK. Only good Christian boy with a good job. Sorry for the wall of text. Awesome Joey, the man she met in late October of 2014 on a League of Legends stream that was set up by some of her then friends to help her get over breaking up with Rotterdam, who ultimately was just a way to pass time for her post-Kiandarian. It was only about 6 months with Rotterdam, so she never slept with him. Joey knocked it out of the park on that stream, and he and Melonie would talk for months before finally meeting IRL, first time in early March of 2015. A short time after that, his family disowned him. I still don't know why, and feeling sorry for him, and being very attracted to him, Melonie invited Joey to live with her until he found a job and a place to live. What do you think happened, within a month, between a man and woman attracted to each other, living under the same roof for around a month? After he sealed the deal, she was putty in his hands for the next, almost, 5 years. He never had to hold down a job, never had to mature, and reaped all the benefits of living with a 20-something successful e-girl with tons of connections in the gaming industry. She didn't mind letting him mooch off her and be a bum all those years because she had the deep feels for Joey. But it all came to blow up in her face in 2020. In 2019, she started to come back to her faith by reading the Bible, not telling Joey since he is, or was at the time, he probably still is, an atheist that apparently does not care for Christianity. When he found out that she was returned to her faith, He was not happy. She started asking him to propose to her so that she could feel guilt-free about sleeping with him without being married and facing having to leave her house, gave in to her but probably felt resentment towards her, since he now had to start paying for what he was already getting for free. Then, in 2020, she lost her job at GameStop TV when the entire team got laid off. Then she made some comments about her stance on certain medical topics at the time and was quickly blacklisted from the industry and lost over 90% of her then friends. When she turned to Joey to be a man and earn a living, he couldn't handle that pressure because she always took care of things. They fought, she denied him bedroom activities, so he went out and cheated on her. Then he stayed away but did drain her bank accounts and never returned. She was willing to forgive him cheating on her, but when she realized he wasn't ever coming back, she divorced him and had to eat the financial loss from him taking the money from her. She never got closure and still hasn't, and most likely won't. She described her view of him when she was going through the paperwork as, "It felt like I was taking care of someone else's teenage son." Joey is currently married to Twitch streamer GS Worley and is happy. Melonie has gone a date since 2021, with the last one being a married man looking to make Melonie a secret side piece. Joey is the biggest reason why to this day Melonie is still single, miserable, and not even looking to find a guy. She is completely scared of making yet another bad choice when it comes to men, and is overcorrecting in the direction of being single. If she ever overcomes that fear, she'll be in her 40s, but still have the fur babies, the tattoos, and the divorce. It's overall a sad story because I do think she's actually a nice woman, just dumb when it comes to dating. Yes, Melonie was very deeply in love with Joey and wanted the whole family thing with him. Sadly, she is infertile due to her endometriosis, so couldn't give him a child, though that never stopped him from trying. He was fully taking advantage of her good nature and kindness of letting him stay with her so he could reap all the benefits of living with a somewhat successful girl with gaming industry connections. He was always a lazy, talentless, mooching bum and is reaping the arc with his current wife, GS Worley. Joey really hurt her deep when he ran off to another woman with her money. Sure, Melonie tried dating a few times after her divorce, but would run into some awful matches and swore off online dating by 2022. A few other guys have tried to win her: Nuance Bro, Camelot 331, TBYS, Drunk 3PO, Fear the Beardo. But none of them can fill the Joey-sized hole in her heart and aren't the nerdy, gentlemanly, equally yoked Christian gym bro, Chad. She's, well, let's be honest, just sitting around on her cute butt waiting to basically manifest in front of her and pick her. She may one day get over Joey, but it's been 5 years since the divorce, and in March this year, just about 10 years to the day of her first meeting the ex-love of her life, she publicly cut her hair. He still holds a lot of power over her, causing her to get depressed from time to time thinking about what could have been and where she went wrong. I dog Melonie a lot, and it's deserved. But I do have a soft spot for her, as she is a genuinely nice woman and a sweetheart, but she is very stupid and naive when it comes to relationships. By the time she does get over Joey, if she does, she'll probably be well into her 40s, when guys she wants will only be looking to use her for recreation, and the one she doesn't, but do want her, will be the pathetic, desperate, thirsty super simps like Andrew 15, DW. If you watch any of her content, you will see him basically stalker her, always giving money, always being nice, always with the in his comments.
No e-girls, not even once. No exceptions.